Okay guys, my name is Washington. Today I'm gonna be showing you something really cool, right? Let's say you have a couple machines, right? And all the machines are connected into a server. That's mostly what happens in small studios, so when they have a render farm. And normally they use Backburner. If they use 3D Max and V-Ray or whatever, they use Backburner, or they use deadlines if they have different render engines and all of that, right? But I'm gonna show you something very raw that comes with Blender. It's not a render farm, but it's a trick that works really well. So to show you that, I am simulating the situation that I have lots of machines, right? How come? I opened the same scene 3 times here. The scene, it's the configuration for the scene is this, right? The scene is configured for 24 frames per second, from frame to 1, from 1 to 250, and that's pretty much the same thing. All the scenes are identical, the same scene, and Blender comes with these options like this by default, right? So it will override the frames from each render if you do not define here your range of frames. But that's not what you want. You want to have one scene you open in all the machines, send it to render, and each machine will take over a different frame at the same time, right? So what you have to do is here inside your output, inside your render tab, output properties, instead of you have override on and placeholders off, you just switch it. You uncheck override and check placeholders. I'm gonna show you what is happening the next, right? The animation will be rendering here. Let's see, let's remove these guys so you guys can see. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start to render this guy. I have 2 GPUs and a very low power CPU. You can tell right away that this Blender took frame 1, this one took frame 2, and this one took frame 3. So no configuration was required for that. And cycles is so awesome, so amazing, that it doesn't give you any problem at all to render with your CPU and GPU in different Blender files at the same time. You can see the GPU running here, and here these buckets that goes faster than these ones are GPU as well. So GPU, and this one is slower because it's below all of them in priority, but still you can see the GPU going on, right, quickly. If you want to give more priority to this one, you just select the tab, and then you see now this one is rendering way faster. If you want to prioritize this, just press here, and now you see that it's rendering way faster, right? That's so cool, guys. You see this one finish frame 1, so it's gonna save here frame 1. Gonna save because there's a post-processing step before that. So those are the placeholders. This means that each Blender, before it starts to render, it creates these files that can't be read by whatever image editor, but Blender can identify there is a file with a number, so, and then automatically it skips to the next one. So you see what happens here. This guy skips from frame 1 to frame 4 because the other frames are being rendered now, right? So this one has finished. From frame 2, let's see which will be the next frame. Finish frame 2, frame 5. You see this one is rendered in frame 4, frame 5, and this one here probably is gonna get the frame 6. Right? So we have these 2 frames rendered already. So imagine that you have all the machines. Frame 3, this one got frame 3, and then it jumps to frame 6, you know? So all the machines you have connected to the server will take a different frame, and Blender reacts like as if it was a render farm without you need to set it up a render farm for that, right? It's more work, is not as handy as a render farm. So you send once and it shares to all the machines at the same time and open the file and it starts to render. But still, Blender is a software that it doesn't take long to render a scene. It doesn't take long to open the scene, to send the scene to render, and to close that. So I think that maybe if you have 5, 6 machines on your render farm, the 7 machines, and you have a nice network connection, so you can open, for example, Google Chrome remote control. You can open all the remote control, open Blender quickly in each machine, open the scene, send it to render quickly. So maybe you lose 5 minutes more, but still it works like a render farm. It works so soft and nice that you don't need to worry even to have a render manager, right? That's amazing. Good catch. And it's been in Blender for a long time already, right? Yeah, I hope you guys like it. Keep watching, I'm gonna post more videos. See you soon.